It is the 11th of May, here in Istanbul, Turkey. It's quite a miserable day, to be honest. Yeah, day 8, I think. I've got a day off riding, so, a day to catch up on filming video, diary, and that sort of stuff. Ploughed through, so I ploughed through Europe, really ploughed through Europe, because of course I'm going through Europe next year, taking off all the capital cities, so really it was to try and just, that's why a lot of people say, geez, you're getting through fast. That was because, I was trying to get through Europe and get to the start of Asia, because this first bit was really about Asia, the centre bit of Asia, China, and all that, into Thailand. So this is where it all starts. Here in Istanbul, they say it's the city which separates east from west. It's a crazy city. it's really, on the bike, beep beep beep, on the horn, and it was crazy coming in, but great fun. It was a good tester for China. Of course, the Chinese driving is somewhat of a more upstream. So yeah, here in Istanbul, the week so far has gone well. Europe was good. Had my proper adventure day. A couple of days ago, coming from the Montenegro border. So I was going through Montenegro, through Albania in one day. I wasn't staying in Albania, just going through the whole country of Albania, and then staying in Greece for a night. And I didn't get into my destination in Greece. I think it was 8:30 in the evening. Leaving at, I think I left about 7:30. I think it was 7 o'clock. No, 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning. Didn't get in till 8:30. Pitch black. It was somewhat of a challenging day. Let's say that. Albania is very, very different. Even though it's in Europe, it's like this little pot, this little point, this little area in Europe, which ain't Europe. It's very different. It's challenging. It's it had everything. Going through Montenegro, trying to getting lost at the signs, trying to find this ferry, and then going through these back streets. And then what? And then went into Albania, and Albania just changes like that. Dogs on the road, donkeys, just shoot, potholes, road conditions are horrible. It was it was a laugh. It pushed me. It really did. I mean, it was a good, 350 miles, but long miles, because it was up mountains, pouring down with rain, real hot. You stay on a highway, and then there's a pothole, and then it was real slow riding as well, with rough terrain. It really pushed the bike. Yet the Triumph Tiger she did superbly, and these road surfaces were heavy. I mean, I ended up getting lost. Well, not lost. Well, I was aiming for Turin, the capital, and the GPS was saying one way. The GPS was just, FYI, never use your GPS. The GPS is shit. I mean, going through Albania, European mapping on the Zoomer, do not follow it. Just bin it. Just don't even bother turning it on. It is horrifically stupid, dumb. Oh man, it's everything. I mean, you're on a main road, and then it says turn left, and it's like this little pincy gravel road down a farmland, and you're like, I'm not gonna take that, because of course some people just follow the GPS, and sometimes following using common sense, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna go down there, so keep following the main road. And oh man, ended up trying to find Turin, the capital, and then boom, there's these massive roadworks, and it looked like a bombshell went off, and traffic's mad, and then I'm trying to go one street, and the Albanian worker's like, no, other way, and it's like, jeez, right, okay. And I thought, right, obviously I've got to go this way, and then do a U-turn, hop on the highway, and then come out. And so right, cool, go along, and God, jeez, there's there's a bloody car blown up on the, just this random car, and there's police there, so they've closed the highway off. So it's like, shit. Right, pull over on the side, pull the map out. Albanians hovering around. It's like, piss off! I'm trying to get to Greece, and and then it was just. I ended up finding this detour around, basically going around the whole bloody of Albania, adding in probably an extra 770 miles on the trip, but exciting riding. It was this route, you know, it had highways, and then it turned to this massive, war town of just, like lakes and massive balled over rocks, and the surface was horrific. I mean, lucky I had my training at Trail Quest, because that really came into play. It was all over the place, and then farmlands, and then beautiful sceneries, and then boom, we're back on track, and it was like, cool. So it was tough. It was a tough day. It really was. However, it was an amazing day. A proper adventure day, and sometimes people need days like that, to push yourself out of that comfort zone, push yourself out of that, that area where it's easy, and it's good to push yourself, because then you know how far you can go, what distance you can push yourself at, and what level you can exceed to. So despite all the carnage and everything, it was entertaining, and the first proper adventure day, and I'm sure that was quite tamed to what I've got in stock, but for a starter and for Europe, it was a brilliant day. A day to remember, a day to share stories. So yeah, that took me through Albania and into Greece. So that was, proper adventure day, and now I'm here in Turkey, and the gateway to Asia, here we come. Asia, here we come, a week in Turkey, and then up to Georgia, and into Central Asia. I mean, this is where it really starts, so I'm really looking forward to it. So that is everything at the moment. Thank you for everyone for following, everyone for sharing, and so that is Europe. I will be back, ticking off pretty much every single country in Europe, and I will see you soon. So next video diary will be somewhere in Asia, I'm sure, so keep following, and thank you for sharing.